Prince Handley coming to you with 100,000 watts of pure healing, miracle working love. I want to talk to you today about EMET, the God of Truth. Do you feel let down? Well, my friend, I've got something to help you today. Let me give you a description of what we're going to talk about. We've all been let down at one time or another by people, both friends and enemies. At times we may have been let down by ourselves from convictions or unfaithfulness. So what should we do? Or what can we do? I know a person who has experienced both and came out victoriously. Let me share their secret of victory with you in this message. So let's talk about EMET, God of Truth. Do you feel let down? Have you ever felt betrayed? Have you ever felt that people you really tried to help turned their back on you and you felt let down? Have you ever felt that you let yourself down? Maybe you violated your own system of fair play, or you fell short of other people's expectations of you. If so, I have some good news for you. I know a very successful leader who experienced the same and came out victorious. Let's examine the life of that person to see if there's an answer for you and for me. I imagine Joseph felt let down when his brothers threw him into a pit and later sold him to traders who took him down into Egypt. I imagine Joseph felt let down also when he was finally noticed and hired by Potiphar to rule his household, and then later accused of rape, which did not happen, and he was thrown into prison. I imagine Joseph felt let down when, after he interpreted two men's dream in prison, one of the men was restored to serve Pharaoh, but did not mention it to Pharaoh as Joseph had requested, until Pharaoh had a dream that needed interpreting. But God, Joseph ended up running all of Egypt, second in command to only Pharaoh. My friend, God is the God of truth. His name in Hebrew is EMET. If our trust is in Him, in EMET, we can rely on the fact that He knows what is going on in our lives. When nobody around us knows what is going on, when nobody around us knows we've been betrayed, or maybe doesn't care, we can still rely on our friend EMET to see us through. King David was very successful. God calls him a man after my heart, but that was only with reference to his professional life, not his personal life. David loved God, but he forgot to fear God. He committed adultery with Bathsheba and then had her husband Uriah killed in battle. David repented after being rebuked by Nathan the prophet about his sin. And David cries out to God in thankfulness for being everything his enemies were not. Psalm 31 is a deeply personal prayer by King David, expressing distress and sorrow because of enemies and rejection by friends. When people are not trustworthy, God is reliable. When others turned against David and tried to trap him, David trusted God to be faithful. We've all been let down at one time or another. We speak to someone in confidence and find out they share our conversation with others. We're promised a promotion and find out it was a lie. Maybe a person near to you, possibly a family member or spouse, is a pathological liar. My friend, when people tell lies and falsehoods about you, EMET stands firm as the God of truth. But we too fall short at times. We fall short in our commitments or our faithfulness. So what must we do? We must do what Joseph and King David did. Cry out to God and keep going forward. Do your best and forget the rest. Anyone can count the seeds in an apple, but only God can count the apples in a seed. Do not be discouraged. God delights in redos, and He will redo things for you. Why? Because He knows your heart, and He sees what has been and is going on in your life. He is the God of truth. EMET. My friend, you don't need to beat yourself up anymore. You're going to have a wonderful, excellent future. And now let me read to you from Psalm 31, where David cries out, "For you are my rock and my fortress. Therefore, for your name's sake, lead me and guide me. Pull me out of the net which they've secretly laid for me. For you are my strength. Into your hand I commit my spirit. You have redeemed me, O Lord, God of truth." EMET. That's Psalm 31, verses 3 to 5. This has been your friend, Prince Handley, coming to you with 100,000 watts of pure healing, miracle working love. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai.